Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. How are you guys? Shorty's finally feeling a little bit better, so it's been a shocking week, absolute shocker of a week. But finally got back to work today, and wasn't too bad of a shift. So a bit of a late one, but it was relatively cruisy. So I've got a pretty shit feeling about this press conference. So I'm not feeling good about it at all. There was some things that just went the wrong way for me. Injuries, outs, at selection table. So my gut feel is this is another pretty solid rankings drop, and I'd be shocked if it's anything but. So I am fucking ready to see these buys over with. I'm very glad they're done with because I think my team is not too bad just when everyone's out there. A little bit of bad luck, a little bit of bad management, but yeah, I think fearing the worst here, but once again, the old internet is just fucking fantastic here at the Shorty department, and the audio is again pretty poor, ladies and gentlemen. I apologise. I was chatting to one fella, he was saying get back to the old headphones with the built-in one. I was going to do that, but I left them in my car, and I couldn't be bothered going out back to my car. It's pretty cold out there. So, oh, well, this is just starting to really piss me off now. Yeah, but I think if they don't get back to me, quick enough, I think I'll just buy a new mic for like 150, 170 bucks. Deal with that, and if I get a refund, great. If I don't, if I get a replacement, whatever. Any danger of this working? Yeah, awesome. That's great. That is. Oh, yeah. You might need some internet, mate. That helps. Yeah, that might help, mate. Nice. Generally connect to the internet. Normally a good troubleshoot. Here we go. My tipping didn't go well either. I was real filthy about my tipping as well. So I was gonna tip Port, and then I switched tips, and then I don't know why I stuck with the Giants. Really pissed me off. Okay, I'm taking that. I'll absolutely take that. 2,000 drop, I'll 100% take. I was probably fearing the worst. Got some dubs in the draft as well, and look, it's just my side's just out of form, and look, there's a few bits and pieces as to why, but like I said, Roses, that really hurt. Dustin Martin was unexpected. Both of them missed with illness, so that really hurt. And then, yeah, just frustrating. Look, I think Ridley's got to go as well. Like, he's starting to really piss me off. I know he's so efficient at times, but, when it's not a day where he's intercepting or he's got to play a bit tighter, and he just doesn't have that 120 plus anymore that he used to. Like, his possessions have dropped off so much. Like, I'll be real interested to have a look. I mean, look at this again: 17 touches, but 7 clangers. I mean, that is very un-Ridley like. But he's just lost the ceiling. 115 high score. If you look at, say, some of his real good years, he had this. This was the start. And then he got knocked out. Look at these possessions. 27, even 25, 28, 20. Like, he was capable of getting mid-20s. He's just not now. I don't know whether that's the role. I actually thought he'd open up more with Kelly coming to the team, but it hasn't worked. So originally I wanted him to be D7, but just the way my trades have gone, I've had to use more than I wanted to. Again, Hinge was out, so that threw a curveball at me. Greg Clark was dropped. So, round 13 was a pill I could swallow because I knew that was going to suck for me. I really thought this was going to be a good week. And, when you lose Martin unexpectedly, Rioli remained out of the team. I know he was sub, but that wasn't going to help me too much unless I got super lucky. And then, like I said, Clark and Hinge just, particularly Clark, it really hurt me from a cash point of view. And then, you got to bring in a bloke like Angwin, and he scores 13. I mean, fuck that. I mean, that's just so disappointing. Stewart scored 95 somehow. Sinclair was solid in a pretty tough game for the Saints. And Hewitt, 103, is rock solid. Short's actually just dropped off a touch, hasn't he? He's just not... Honestly, I'd prefer him down back. And I don't know if he's playing too much midfield or not. I didn't see it. But, after 152, he's actually just been okay. Not bad, but just okay. Ware's solid, making some cash, and I bought in D'Ambrosio. What's his fucking name? Massimo D'Ambrosio or some shit like that. Langers will laugh at that pronunciation. D'Ambrosio? I don't even know. It's too tired. Can't be bothered with that. And, oh boy. That's a bit annoying. Not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, look, I thought he sounded on the radio like he got a bit of the ball, but he didn't. So there you go. Yeah, I was tossing up between Laird and Miller, and not it's a much of a muchness, but again, not a very sexy captain score. Cripps, I was very surprised at the time. I actually thought he scored okay, but I thought he played well. I didn't realise he'd score so poorly. And McRae was the one I actually had it on when you last fucking had a look at this. And I was like, oh no, his last 5 or 6 weeks actually haven't been that good. Why would it change? Who fucking knows? Shorty's really fed up with SuperCoach at the moment. Hoff, he's actually not too bad. He's pretty solid. But, Angwin, it just pisses you right off, that sort of stuff. I mean, I had no options at the end of the day. Clark missed, and I thought, well, why should I cop a 0? He's been dropped. All of a sudden, I can't carry that 0, and he's been dropped. So that sort of means, well, there's no guarantees he comes back next week. He might come back next week. Like, I know he came in as a sub. The irony that he scored more points, I'm guessing, than Angwin. I didn't check, but I don't think he would have scored less than 13 after a half a footy. But yeah, my hands were tied, and again, that one, it probably doesn't really matter what Angwin does. I don't think I'm going to need to use him ever again, and I'm probably never going to trade him out because he won't make enough money, but just would have been nice if he could have given me 60 this week. Just would have been handy. But cheers, Ryan. That's great. How are we going for time? Still got a couple of minutes. And Wits, fall from grace. Lowest score for a long time. Probably the whole year, I think. So that was a bit disappointing. And English really rock solid. Dunkley really good. Parker, fantastic. Good to see him back. And Butters was playing great footy. But he's going to miss, I think I heard 4 to 6 weeks. I think it sounds like a medial. I guess we'll wait and hear how that is soon. But, Jeffrey was solid. That's great. Rioli did as bad as good he could from a quarter of footy. But, what Butters isn't even priced that well, 470. So I got no fucking idea what I'm going to do there. I'm really running out of options. And look, Mitch Duncan's no saviour, and he wouldn't have scored that well, I don't think. But, look, he's potentially a tempting option, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm being biased or not towards a Cats guy, but there's not many options. So, yeah, I'm a bit disenchanted with my forward line in particular, but probably SuperCoach in general. I think Bond's probably going to have to come in. He's probably going to have to come in. I've got a bit of cash in the bank, but also Aaron Hall probably for Ridley, because Ridley's at what, 4.99. So that's the thing. All of a sudden, you can't use too much cash because you're going to need upgrades elsewhere. But I can work on that in a second. So yeah, I don't know. I'm very pleased to see the buyers done with. A little bit of it was that, I could have planned better for that middle buy. But the most recent week, I just got fucked over big time, and a few others would have. But just sometimes when you need a little bit of luck, because if Roses plays or Martin plays, I'll probably hold Clark. It doesn't matter too much, maybe Clark holds his spot, or maybe he comes back into the side. And, the real frustrating thing with Clark is that he did come on, he did score, and he sort of ruined his break even in the process. So it swings in roundabouts. I guess I pocketed that cash, and it is what it is. I'll use it elsewhere. But, I don't know, guys. Don't know. This side is needing a real injection of good fortune and a bit of good management. I wouldn't have won many games at all. I wouldn't have thought many leagues. Yeah, won one of them. Yeah, so fucking disaster. Just got smacked in most of them. A few close losses there, but yeah, Shorty ain't too happy about it at all. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Bit of a short one. Back to the drawing board for me. I've got plenty to think about. It's nice to be feeling a little bit better. I'll give it that much. But honestly, doing the reviews just made me feel a bit worse. I'm obviously not too enthused about my side at the minute. So yeah, I'll just welcome the boys back, full squad, hopefully full strength with a couple coming back. I'll work on my trades. I honestly haven't really thought of it at all, but Ridley definitely has to go. Don't think he's a top 8 defender before this weekend, and this weekend just really announced that he has to go. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys had a good week. Comment away if you did. I always like hearing from you guys how you went, so let me know how you went, and I'll definitely talk to you soon. I think Wednesday we will be back with a live session, barring Shorty doesn't get crazy sick again. But yeah, I should be back live on Wednesday, but hang out for the video that I'll let you guys know, just to confirm that one. But yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. Have a good night.